Body language. There are many ways that we convey messages to our four-legged family members, and recent studies have revealed some amazing insights into their comprehension abilities. So get ready for a tail-wagging good time as we explore the fascinating world of canine communication and find out just how much of our language dogs really do understand. Unveiling the mysteries of canine communication. When it comes to communicating with our canine companions, we often think that they only understand basic commands like sit, stay, or come. However, dogs can actually learn to understand hundreds of words in our language. But how exactly do they do this? The answer lies in the way we use language. Dogs are highly attuned to our tone of voice, facial expressions, and body language, which means that even if they don't know the specific word we're saying, they can often pick up the meaning of our message. For example, if we say walk in a cheerful tone while grabbing the leash, they'll know what is about to happen even if they haven't had any formal training in verbal cues. Similarly, if we ask who's a good boy in a playful voice, they'll associate the question with positive reinforcement and eagerly await their reward. It is important to note that every dog is different, and some breeds may be more adept at picking up on verbal cues than others. However, it's not just about the words we use, but also how we use them. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to our emotions and can pick up on our mood based on our tone of voice and body language. For example, if we sound angry or upset, they'll likely respond by cowering or hiding, whereas if we sound happy and excited, they'll probably want to play or go for a walk. This emotional intelligence allows them to adapt their behavior accordingly and make us happy by providing comfort when we are feeling down or joining in on the fun when we are feeling up. By understanding the emotions behind our words, dogs are able to form a strong bond with us and anticipate our needs, making them truly exceptional companions. Decoding doggy body language. While verbal cues are important in communicating with our furry friends, they aren't the only form of communication that dogs understand. In fact, dogs are highly attuned to body language and can pick up on subtle cues that we may not even be aware of. When it comes to doggy body language, there are a few key things to keep in mind. Tail wags, for example, don't always mean happiness. A high, stiff tail wag can indicate excitement or alertness, while a low, slow wag may show submission or anxiety. Similarly, a dog that's rolling over on its back isn't always inviting belly rubs. In some cases, it may be trying to show dominance or submission. By understanding these nuances, we can better interpret our dog's behavior and respond accordingly. One of the most telling signs of a dog's emotional state is their ears. If their ears are perked up and forward, they're likely curious or interested in what's going on around them. Ears that are flattened against their head, on the other hand, may indicate fear or aggression. Of course, dogs also communicate through vocalizations like barking, howling, and whining. Each of these sounds can convey a different message depending on the context. A bark can be a friendly greeting, an alert, or even a warning. A howl can express loneliness, while a whine may indicate pain or discomfort. By paying attention to the different sounds our dogs make, we can better understand their needs and provide the appropriate response. But it's not just about understanding their body language, it's also about conveying our own emotions effectively. Dogs are highly attuned to our body language and can pick up on our mood even if we try to hide it. That's why it's important to be aware of our own nonverbal cues and how they might be perceived by our furry friends. For example, if we're feeling anxious or stressed, dogs can sense it and may become agitated themselves. On the other hand, if we're calm and relaxed, they'll likely feel safe and secure in our presence. By being mindful of our body language, we can create a more positive and harmonious relationship with our dogs and ensure that they feel loved and supported at all times. Unlocking the power of touch. In addition to verbal cues and body language, touch is another crucial element of canine communication. Dogs are highly sensitive to touch and can perceive it as a form of affection, reassurance, or even dominance. The way we pet our dogs can convey different messages, and it's essential to be aware of the subtle nuances of doggy touch. For example, a gentle head scratch can be a sign of affection and trust, while a firm pat on the back may convey authority or dominance. Similarly, a gentle ear rub can be soothing and calming, while a rougher ear pull may cause fear or anxiety. It's also essential to consider the context of touch when interacting with dogs. A friendly pat on the head may be appropriate in one situation, but could be seen as aggressive in another. For example, if we approach a dog we don't know well and reach out to pet it, it may see our hand as a threat and bite us. On the other hand, if we're petting a familiar dog and suddenly reach for its food bowl, it may interpret this move as a challenge to its territory and growl or snap at us. Understanding these subtle cues can help us build stronger bonds with our dogs and avoid potential conflicts. As we continue to explore the fascinating world of canine communication, it is important to remember that each dog is unique and may respond differently to different forms of touch. Some dogs may be more sensitive to touch than others, while some may be less receptive to certain types of physical contact. By paying attention to our dog's individual needs and preferences, we can ensure that our interactions are positive and enriching for both of us. Reading between the lines, recognizing subtle cues. While dogs can learn to understand many words and phrases in our language, they are also capable of picking up on subtle cues that can provide insight into our thoughts and emotions. For example, dogs are highly attuned to our facial expressions and can often tell when we are smiling or frowning even if we are trying to hide it. They can also pick up on changes in our tone of voice and body language that indicate our emotional state. By paying attention to these subtle cues, dogs can anticipate our needs and respond accordingly. For example, if we're feeling sad or upset, they may try to comfort us by licking our face or nudging us with their nose. Or if we're feeling happy and excited, they may jump up and down and wag their tail enthusiastically. These subtle cues are an important part of the bond we share with our dogs, and by paying attention to them, we can deepen our connection with our furry companions and provide them with the love and support they need to thrive. So the next time you're spending time with your dog, pay attention to the subtle cues they're giving you. You may be surprised by what you learn about their thoughts and feelings. The bottom line: dogs have an incredible ability to learn human language and emotion, which makes them truly exceptional companions. By understanding the nuances of canine communication, including verbal cues, body language, and touch, we can build stronger bonds with our furry friends and provide them with the love and care they need to thrive. So the next time you're interacting with your dog, take a moment to appreciate their intelligence and emotional depth. And remember that they may understand more than we give them credit for. Thank you for watching. Please share this video with your friends if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more content. We'd love to hear your thoughts on canine communication. Do you have any tips or tricks for communicating with your dog? Share your experiences in the comments below. Until next time, happy barking!